Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back here to the Volunteer State Community College here in Gallatin, Tennessee for the TCCAA Region 7 softball tournament. When we last left you, there was rain and lightning, and the games were postponed and suspended until today. They had 3 different opportunities that they wanted to get games in, but unfortunately, Mother Nature wouldn't cooperate. So we are left with starting the suspended game from yesterday. We are in the bottom of the 6th inning. Dyersburg is at the plate. There's nobody out. There is a runner at first. They have a 3-2 lead over Cleveland State. The umpires are here. They're getting ready to go. Once this game is complete, then they'll probably do a little work on the field and get ready for our next game, which would have been game number 2, and that will be Volunteer State and Motlow State. And that will be it for today. Everything has been pushed a day. So everything that was supposed to play on Monday will now play Tuesday. Tuesday will play Wednesday. Wednesday will play Thursday, vice versa. Championship Friday now instead of Championship Thursday. And we hope to bring it all to you right here on the VolState Network YouTube channel. I'm Chuck Sebastian from Inside the Press Box. Glad to have you along. My producer today is Joshua. He is taking care of all of the graphics, all the camera work, and everything you see out there on the field. It'll be the Dyersburg Eagles coming to the plate. I believe the pitcher that was on the mound for Cleveland is Bailey Phillips. She started yesterday. She threw a really good game, and she will take the circle and try to finish this game here. Right now, though, Dyersburg picking up 2 runs in the bottom of the 5th on a 2-run home run. Got the lead by their pitcher, Reasons. And Peyton Reasons was the one that hit that home run, and she gave her team a 3-2 lead in the bottom of the 5th. We're in the bottom of the 6th. The runner at first is Thompson. The batter is going to be Kelsey Camp to the plate. And then, like I said, after this one is completed, Motlow State and VolState will play in the final game of the evening. So welcome to the broadcast. Thanks for tuning in. Glad to have you along. The umpires are getting everybody ready. They had the field tarp. They got it all off there. They got the water off. The outfield may still be a little wet, but we'll find out if there's any slippage out there. 73, 75 is your current temperature right now. Wind blowing out towards center. And that big yellow brightness out there, that's what they call sunshine. I know we haven't seen it here yet, but that's what they call sunshine, and we finally got some. And that first pitch to start the suspended game is a strike call on Kelsey Camp. Camp had 2 strikeouts in this game yesterday, trying to finishing it up here today. Takes that pitch inside for a ball, and the count will go 2-1-1. So again, the winner here will move on. The loser will go down into the consolation bracket. Popped up and out of play for strike 2. This is not a one-done go home. Those 2 games were already completed. Rowan State won their game yesterday. They're moving on. And also Jackson State won their game against Columbia State. They're moving on. And those games will be played tomorrow. Swing and a miss, and a strikeout, first out of the inning. Nice pitch again from Phillips for out number 1. She has struck out Kelsey Camp now 3 times. And Camp, a big hitter for this Dyersburg team this year. She was hitting close to 345 in the at-bats with 10 doubles, a triple, 10 home runs, and 39 RBIs, but gets struck out by Phillips. Speaking of strikes, first strike to Bowers, who had a single and a fly out earlier in this game. Next pitch off the handle, popped into center field. Coming in, the center fielder, Anna Manuk, will make the grab there for out number 2. So 2 away, and that runner's still at first base. We did get a pinch runner come in, and I didn't get the number of who is running for Thompson, but now at the plate is McDaniel. McDaniel is hit by a pitch and grounded to short. Swings at the first pitch for a strike. looks like number 9, Avery Billings, is the girl at first running for Dyersburg. Pitches inside, a little tight, 1 ball, 1 strike. And you can see there's a pretty decent crowd on hand for this game, and a lot of folks that are out beyond the center field fence area there in the lawn chairs and enjoying the broadcast. You get a nice comfortable chair at home or wherever you're at, maybe at work. Fly ball into the right center alley, and it's going to hit the fence. Rounding third, being waved home is Billings. The throw will come to third base, and Billings will score, and that's a big insurance run for Dyersburg. That ball landed right at the track at the bottom of the fence. It is a double for McDaniel. Big hit for her. Gives her team that 4-2 lead now here in the bottom of the 6th. Now, Cleveland State will get to bat in the top of the 7th. They're not done yet. They're not out yet. But Dyersburg making them pay with that big hit there, the big RBI for McDaniel. Here's Salvador, the DP. She'll take the first pitch down and in. That was only the 5th hit of the ball game against Bailey Phillips for Cleveland State. But Dyersburg has made them pay with 4 runs. Like I said, that big hit, that 2-run homer by their pitcher, Reasons. Strike on a swing and a high fastball. Salvador has been struck out twice by Phillips. Again, this is the continuation from yesterday's suspended game. Once this is over, we'll get to our next game. And that next game will be the host school, Volunteer State, taking on Motlow State, the Lady Bucks. They will face each other for the 2nd time. They just played recently. And Motlow won the first one, but Volunteer won the next 2 and the final. And the 2nd day, they took those 2 games, big-time scores, in the last 2 they played Saturday and Sunday. 2-2 count with 2 down, runner at second. Phillips with a nice pitch there to swing and a miss to strike her out. And that will end the inning. But a run does cross the plate, and a big run it was on a couple of hits. We will go to the top of the 7th when we come back. Cleveland State has 3 outs to work with. We'll see what they can do. They'll need 2 runs to tie it up and keep going. We'll come back right here on the YouTube VolState Network.
Thompson. Now batting number 35, Bailey Phillips.
Bailey Phillips will lead things off here for Cleveland State. We're in the top of the 7th, 3 outs to work with against Reasons, who gave her team the lead. And now the insurance run in the 7th, or in the bottom of the 6th, definitely is going to help her feel a little more relaxed in that circle. Again, though, only a 2-run lead. Swinging a foul ball by Phillips. So it's pitcher against pitcher again. And now Phillips will have to do something against Peyton Reasons, trying to get on base. Oh, 0-1 count. Pitch on the way inside, tight down around the ankle area there. 1-1. Sullivan in the on-deck circle scheduled, and then Higgins. Middle of the lineup, Phillips is 2 for 3 in the game. 2 singles. And stranded at third back in the first inning. She does have an RBI in the game as well. Swings it, fouls that one off of everybody, and he'll bounce back. And he'll try to dry it off a little bit and throw it out there. Around the outside edges of where the tarp was is where some of the water was laying and standing, so they had to kind of squeegee and sweep and broom that up, trying to get it to drop. That is the reason why they waited till 4 o'clock, hoping the sun would take care of some of that and help them out. If it stays out long enough, we may be all right. That ball lifted high in the air, deep left field. That ball's gone. Phillips with a crushing home run to get them back within one. So the two pitchers in this game helping themselves, and Phillips has done it with a home run. It is now 4-3. So we may not be done yet. I know a lot of people were thinking, hey, we only got 6 outs to work with between the two teams, but not when you're in this type of a game. A 1-run lead now. That tying run is coming to the plate in Sullivan. Sullivan with a single, a strikeout, and a ground out in the first 3 attempts against Peyton Reasons. And for Reasons, that is home run number 15 on the season. And that she has given up. First pitch is outside for a ball, 1-0. Again, VolState and Montler State waiting in the wings to see when this one's going to be finished so they can play their game. And there's a strike on the edge, 1-1. It's Sullivan. Volunteer coming in as the 3 seed, Montler coming in as the 6 seed. Outside again, 2-1 from Reasons. We will finally get to see Walter State and Chattanooga State tomorrow. Those games will be played at 10 a.m. and 12:30 as we get underway tomorrow morning. The number 1 and number 2 seed. Grounded towards first. Unassisted. No tap of the bag there by Bowers. And it's a 1 away. Now bring up Higgins.
Number 4, Emily Higgins.
Emily Higgins in this game with 1 for 3. Had a single in the 3rd inning. Got on base in the 1st inning and a ground out as well. Reasons checking over to her coach to get the call. Reads the card and ready to go. Fastball. Couple of hops to short. Picked up by Ballard to throw to first in time for the out. Well, they're down to their final out, and they're down by a run. And it is going to be up to Kristen Fowler, who was one of their big hitters this year. She hit .474. She had 65 hits in 137 at-bats. She had 14 doubles, 3 triples, and 8 home runs. She also had 38 RBIs, and she had a slugging percentage of .796. So if you ever wanted somebody at the plate for Cleveland State, this is the young lady you would like to have at the plate right now. She had a walk, a fly out to third, and a single in this game so far. So she is 1 of 2. But right now she's got 2 outs against her. Her team is down by a run. They need her on base, or they need her to score to tie the game. One way or another, she's got to get on base. And we'll see after the little quick brief conference with her coach at third and the quick coach's brief conference with all of the infielders for Dyersburg. We're ready to go. 2 down. And Reasons looks to the coach again. Checks the armband, ready to go. Delivers the first pitch inside corner for a strike. 0-1. Both benches standing, clapping, cheering, trying to get everybody motivated. So check the wristband again, ready to go. And try to get her to chase one outside, didn't work. 1-1, good eye by Fowler. One count, 2 out. And Peyton trying to fill in a small hole there that's been created in front of the rubber area there in the circle for her landing foot. Strike 2 called on the corner again on the inside. Now Fowler's got 1 strike to work with, and Reasons walks off the circle. Takes a look at the outfield, signals number 2, and you can see straight behind her in front of the center fielder, Gartman, there's a standing puddle of water out there. That is really about the only place I see any water on the field, maybe a little bit in right as well. But you can really see that one out in center field. Gets the call, let's see where she goes. She tries to go outside. 2-2, good pitch. You're on a pitcher's count at that point, 1-2. Maybe get her to chase one. Now it's 2-2. Line down the line. Whoa, just about got all of that. Unfortunately, she got those hands around quickly on the handle, and that ball flares foul to the left side. They swap out softballs. I'm sure that one got wet. Like I say, the outfield is going to be wet and damp, and maybe a few puddles here and there, but so we'll go back. 2-2 count. Reasons checks the wristband, delivers. Fastball on the corner, just missed. Count goes full. 3-2. Peyton Reasons has got to be there with this pitch. Fowler knows it. She just wants a piece of it. If she can get on, that'll help her team. They'll have the opportunity with the runner at first. Down low, and she ended up losing it and walked her. So the tying run now at first base. This will be Allie Starnes, who hit 383 this year.
Number 8, Allie Starnes.
She had 38 RBIs. She's got a little power, 4 home runs, a couple of triples, and 6 doubles. In the game, though, she is 0 for 3. Off the handle, down the third base line, foul. And boy, Fowler was off and running immediately on that connection. So the hit and run was definitely on. I don't think she was attempting to steal. It looked like she waited for the bat to make contact before she took off. But she's got good wheels. They've got to get her around without getting caught. 2 down in the inning in the top of the 7th. This is it for Cleveland State. They need to get her home to tie the game. Outside edge, strike called, and another 0-2 count here, this time to Starnes. Coach shows her the pitch he wants. Delivered outside edge again, 1-2. He keeps continuing to go to try to get them to chase that pitch on the outside edge with a 2-strike count. It's not a bad idea, but they know it's coming, so they're ready for it. 1-2. Take the bat back and wait for the next. Off the handle, fouled back and out of play. One of the top pitchers in the TCCAA this year with a really nice win-loss. 14-6. Ground ball to third, picked up the throw. That's the game. And a nice play by Camp to Bowers to end it. Cleveland State makes a huge attempt at a big comeback, but falls short by just a run. So they pick up the single home run in there. They leave a runner stranded at first, and they end up losing the game 4-3. Dyersburg with the final here. Dyersburg comes up 4 runs on 5 hits and 1 error. And then for Cleveland State, 3 runs, 8 hits, and no errors. And the big hits were the home runs by both pitchers. It was Peyton Reason's 2-run shot, though, that gave Dyersburg the lead in the bottom of the 5th to win this ball game. So Cleveland drops down to the elimination bracket. Dyersburg moves on in the winner's bracket. And now, just so you understand, Dyersburg will play Wednesday at 10 a.m. and Cleveland State will play tomorrow at 3 p.m. We'll have to wait to see who they're playing. So Dyersburg will get a day off. They'll play Wednesday at 10 in the morning. Cleveland State will play tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock. We'll wait for the loser of the next game to see who they're playing. That's going to do it for the coverage of this one. We're going to come back in about 30 minutes or so, and we'll have our next game. It's all coming up right here on the VolState Network YouTube channel. I'm Chuck Sebastian. Thanks for tuning in.